Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up there in age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good.
Welcome to the land of the free, where you are free to be scammed if you are not smart enough to understand that people want your money. People want your assets. People want your investments. People want. When you look at your 401k and Roth IRA, do you really think that those fees that are associated with your accounts are not a necessity for some of these businesses to even function, i.e. Fidelity, i.e. Vanguard? There are so many companies, Charles Schwab's, that function on fees and function on you believing that a retirement account, a 401k, Roth IRA is the vehicle to store your money, and that is what they're looking at. They're looking at you investing in that. Yes, is it a asset that will allow you to retire early? No. It's an asset that you will have to wait your entire life to retire, and you're going to continue to have to invest in that and be told to invest in that, and that is the only way. So literally someone is making money by telling you to invest in what would be your only money maker if it's up to them. They don't tell you how to invest in real estate. They don't tell you how to save your money effectively. They don't tell you how much money you should be saving for a rainy day and for emergencies. All these financial advisors, especially the ones at your job, are just honing in on that 401k and Roth IRA and how much you're contributing. It's really ridiculous. But the reason why I made this video today is because I received a letter from Truehold Columbus, and it says, "Cash out without moving out. Have you considered selling or refinancing to access your equity? Truehold offers a residential sale leaseback." You see those words, those tricky words, they're trying to get you. To me, all I know is that you'll sell the house and you'll still be able to live in it. You'll lease it back. Imagine owning something and then saying, you know what, give me a little bit of money and then I'll pay you for what I have already owned. That doesn't make sense, but let's keep reading. A simple two-step transaction that grants you access to your equity and keeps you in the home you love with no debt or interest. Not your home that you love, the home you love, because they took it from you. All right? It's a fast and easy process supported by our real estate specialists who will guide you every step of the way. Discover the benefits of renting versus owning your current home. Renting, here are the benefits. Predictable established monthly rental payments, major repairs are covered, and flexibility to move quickly and easily. I won't lie, the one thing that I do like about renting was the flexibility to move quickly and easily, and I do feel as though that was hampered a bit when I purchased a home. However, you still have those capabilities as long as you can get a renter in the home. I just don't like the stress of having to deal with that and do it, but eventually if I do that, it will just be a smooth and easy transition, to be honest with you. Now, for home ownership, here's the cons, because there's no pros that they have here listed. Mortgage payments and property taxes. I actually see that as a pro, because the property taxes are a write-off. But unpredictable repairs and expenses. That is true. You can't really predict the repairs and expenses, but you can account for them in your budgets every single month. And then showings and long sales processes. As interest rates have risen, sales of properties will take longer to sell on the market. So I can actually agree with that. It would take a lot longer to sell. I believe that average market conditions would have constituted a 60-day wait time for properties to sell, but I still think that my market is doing slightly better than that. I believe it's taking about 45 days for most properties to sell on the market. Now it says a quick phone call gets you a free, no obligation offer on your home at so, and our team of experts is standing by to answer all your questions. Your partner in home equity, the so-and-so True Hold team. All right. Now, what do I think? Well, you know, I think about the elderly when I see stuff like this, because maybe they haven't been hit with an offer like this before. Maybe they don't know how much equity they've amassed. When you see an offer to buy your home and it's $100,000 more than what you paid, or $200,000 more than what you paid, and you never expected a property to be worth that much, and you're so quick and so ready to sell, it can be very enticing. It can be very, motivating. But you honestly don't know what you can get out there in the market when you're that old, when you don't really have that experience and know-how, when you're now someone who really depends on your children or grandchildren in order to navigate the internet and all these new intricate devices that they have out here these days. So that's what I think about. I think about all the people who may be honestly ripped off. I don't think about the young couple who is saying, you know what, we actually don't want to own a house. We got in a little over our heads. Let's sell this thing off and rent for a little bit, and then save up so that we can buy something when the time is right. That might be the case for 1% of their clients, just because they're not so big. I'm going to say 1% of their clients. But for most people, I think that they're really getting ripped off. Even when I was in the mortgage industry, there were some people who wanted to back out of deals. Even though I thought it was in their best interest, they got bad advice. They wanted to get their deposits back. You can't get your deposit back because it was a deposit. You understand? And although, like, I really do sympathize with you, and although I really did have your best interest at heart, you got some bad information and you decided to follow through with them, and that's absolutely okay. The problem is that that deposit was not refundable. The good news is, at least in my understanding, that deposit was not a lot of money. But to them, it may have been a lot of money. And you know what? To each their own. What can I say? I don't have the power to give it back. So it really wasn't in my hands to do so. But, you know, they may have felt like, oh, this person really did me wrong, or this person didn't have my best interest at heart. And that's understandable when you're looking at it from your perspective. You might say, okay, this person kind of talked me into something, and then I ended up not having the best outcome, the best deal, the best, service that could have been provided, and I didn't get my money back, and I really didn't have any service conducted. But at that time, I was working for a big bank, so it is possible that they may have gotten their money back later down the line. But again, I had no power over that. So that's what I kind of think about. I think about the people who will be affected negatively by these things, who are not listening to the YouTube channel, who are not really engaged in these talks, so that you can understand how someone would literally try to swindle you out of your own home. It is unbelievable, but I digress. Continue to educate yourself. Continue to be aware that not every scam is a some neighborhood scam. No, some of these scams can be white collar scams. Some of these scams can be legit businesses, literally telling you, hey, sell your home and rent it and rent it back. And when I say rent it back, that means you won't own it, but you can just rent it forever. And you don't even know what the rental price would be, maybe more than the actual mortgage is. So especially if you bought in 2020, 2021. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and Rumble. I have so many real estate videos out right now, and I even made a real estate playlist for you all to watch. So go ahead and watch that and see some of my walkthroughs of real estate, see some of the walkthroughs of my own properties. And if you like that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.